The Awakening. In the year 2157, humanity stood on the precipice of a revolution that would shake the foundations of the cosmos. Dr. Elena Reeves, a neurobiologist at the Geneva Institute of Advanced Studies, peered into her microscope with a mixture of excitement and disbelief. The brain tissue sample before her pulsed with an energy she had never seen before. "This can't be right," she muttered, rubbing her tired eyes. For months, she had been studying the effects of deep space radiation on human brain tissue. What she discovered was beyond her wildest imagination. The sample, taken from an astronaut who had returned from humanity's first interstellar mission, showed unprecedented neural activity. Synapses fired in patterns that defied conventional understanding of brain function. As Elena delved deeper into her research, she realized she was witnessing the awakening of latent abilities within the human mind. Across the globe, reports began to surface of inexplicable phenomena. In New Tokyo, a construction worker suddenly levitated several tons of steel beams with his mind, averting a catastrophic accident. In Rio de Janeiro, a young girl accurately predicted a major earthquake hours before it struck, saving thousands of lives. As governments scrambled to understand and contain these emerging abilities, Dr. Reeves worked tirelessly to unravel the mystery. Her research revealed that exposure to specific cosmic radiation had triggered a dormant gene sequence in human DNA, unlocking psychic potential that had lain dormant for millennia. "We're evolving," Elena explained to a panel of world leaders gathered in secret at the United Nations. "The void of space has awakened something within us, something powerful." While humanity grappled with its newfound abilities, far beyond Earth's solar system, another drama was unfolding. On the distant world of Nexus Prime, capital of the Galactic Council, High Counselor Zixera received an urgent communique. The svelte, blue-skinned alien's tentacles writhed with agitation as she absorbed the report. "Impossible," she hissed, her multifaceted eyes narrowing. "No species develops this quickly." For 3 millennia, the Galactic Council had maintained peace among the advanced civilizations of the Milky Way. They had watched Earth from afar, expecting the quarrelsome humans to destroy themselves or slowly join the galactic community over thousands of years. Instead, in less than 2 centuries since discovering electricity, humanity had achieved faster-than-light travel. And now, this. Zixera called an emergency session of the Council. Representatives from 100 alien races gathered in the Great Crystal Chamber, their forms as diverse as the stars themselves. "Esteemed colleagues," Zixera began, her voice resonating through the chamber. "We face an unprecedented situation. The humans, whom we had dismissed as primitive, have developed abilities that threaten the very balance of our society." Holographic displays flickered to life, showing footage of humans demonstrating telekinesis, telepathy, and even the ability to manipulate matter at a molecular level. The chamber erupted in a cacophony of alien voices, some calling for immediate action, others urging caution. Ambassador Krila of the Volteri Conclave rose, his crystalline form shimmering. "High Counselor, surely this is an opportunity for enlightenment. We could guide these humans, help them understand their place in the cosmos." Zixera's tentacles lashed in frustration. "You don't understand the danger, Krila. Our predictive models show that at their current rate of development, humans could surpass our collective technological level within a mere century. Their potential for both creation and destruction is unparalleled." As the debate raged on Nexus Prime, back on Earth, humanity continued to explore its newfound gifts. Dr. Reeves had established the Global Psionics Research Institute, bringing together the brightest minds and most gifted psychics to better understand and harness these abilities. In a secure facility beneath the Rocky Mountains, Elena worked with Malik Edenuga, a Nigerian telekinetic prodigy. Malik effortlessly manipulated a complex array of molecules, forming them into intricate structures with nothing but his thoughts. "It's like, I can feel the essence of matter itself," Malik explained, his eyes glowing with an inner light. the boundaries between energy and mass, space and time. They're all just constructs of consciousness. Elena nodded, furiously taking notes. What you're describing, Malik, it's rewriting everything we know about physics. The implications for energy production, space travel, even the nature of reality itself. It's staggering. As humanity delved deeper into its psychic potential, the first whispers of a greater galactic community began to circulate among those in the know. Strange signals were detected at the edge of the solar system, and some of the more powerful telepaths reported glimpses of alien minds watching from afar. Admiral Yuki Tanaka of the newly formed Earth Defense Fleet stared out at the starfield from the bridge of the EDF Horizon, humanity's first psychically augmented warship. "They're out there," she murmured, "and they're afraid of us." Little did humanity know, their awakening had set in motion events that would reshape the galaxy. As the Galactic Council debated humanity's fate, Earth stood on the brink of a conflict that would test not just its newfound abilities, but the very spirit that had driven it to the stars. In the depths of space, ancient powers stirred, and the cosmic stage was set for a confrontation that would determine the future of all sentient life. Humanity, young and gifted, faced its greatest challenge and its greatest opportunity. The awakening was complete. The real test was about to begin. The ultimatum. The great crystal chamber of the Galactic Council on Nexus Prime hummed with tension. After days of heated debate, a decision had been reached. High Counselor Zixera stood at the center, her iridescent scales reflecting the soft bioluminescent light of the chamber. "It is decided," she announced, her voice echoing through the vast space. "For the safety and stability of our galactic civilization, we must contain the human threat. We shall issue an ultimatum. Submit to restrictions on their development and integration into our society, or face extinction." As murmurs of agreement rippled through the assembled representatives, Ambassador Krila of the Volteri Conclave approached Zixera, his crystalline form pulsing with concern. "High Counselor," he whispered, "I fear we may be making a grave mistake. These humans, their potential could bring about a new golden age for all species." Zixera's tentacles writhed in agitation. "Or they could destroy everything we've built over millennia." "The risk is too great, Krila. The decision is made." Across the vast expanse of space on Earth, humanity remained blissfully unaware of the cosmic judgment that had been passed. In the Global Psionics Research Institute, Dr. Elena Reeves worked tirelessly to unlock the secrets of humanity's burgeoning psychic abilities. "The breakthroughs we're making are exponential," Elena explained to a group of world leaders gathered in a secure virtual conference. "We've developed technologies that can amplify and focus psychic energies. The applications are, well, they're revolutionary." President Adaman Nkrumah of the African Union leaned forward, his holographic form flickering slightly. "Dr. Reeves, while these developments are undoubtedly exciting, there are concerns. Reports of individuals misusing these abilities are increasing. How can we ensure the safety of our citizens?" Elena nodded gravely. "We're developing ethical protocols and safeguards as quickly as we can, Mr. President. But you're right, the potential for misuse is significant. That's why education and careful integration of these abilities into society is crucial." As the meeting continued, alarms suddenly blared throughout the facility. Elena's assistant burst into the room, face pale with shock. "Doctor, you need to see this," he gasped, activating a large view screen. The image that appeared left the room in stunned silence. A massive alien fleet had appeared at the edge of the solar system. Their ships unlike anything humanity had ever conceived. Sleek, organic shapes that seemed to bend the very fabric of space around them. Admiral Yuki Tanaka's face appeared on a separate screen, her expression grim. "We're receiving a transmission from the alien fleet. They're demanding to speak with Earth's leaders." In orbit above Earth, aboard the EDF Horizon, Admiral Tanaka and her crew worked feverishly to analyze the alien fleet. Malik Edinuga, now serving as the ship's psionic officer, sat in deep concentration, his mind reaching out to the alien vessels. "There's so many minds," he murmured, sweat beading on his forehead. "But they're unified, almost like a single consciousness. And they're afraid of us." Tanaka nodded, her jaw set. "Hatch the transmission through to the Global Leadership Conference. Whatever this is, we face it together." The view screen flickered to life, revealing the alien visage of High Counselor Zixera. Her otherworldly beauty was tempered by an aura of ancient power and authority. "People of Earth," she began, her voice somehow conveying both menace and compassion. "I am High Counselor Zixera of the Galactic Council. For millennia, we have watched your species, waiting for the day you would join the greater galactic community. But your recent awakening has forced our hand." The leaders of Earth listened in rapt attention as Zixera explained the nature of the Galactic Council and the delicate balance they had maintained for thousands of years. "Your rapid development of psychic abilities poses a threat to this balance," she continued. "Therefore, we present you with a choice. Submit to restrictions on your further development and accept integration into our society under our guidance, or face the consequences of your defiance." The ultimatum hung in the air like a sword of Damocles. President Isabella Chen of the United Earth Government leaned forward, her voice steady despite the gravity of the situation. "High Counselor, we mean no threat to your civilization. Our abilities are new to us, and we're still learning to control them. Surely there's room for dialogue, for mutual understanding." Zixera's tentacles writhed, a sign of agitation that transcended species barriers. "Your intentions are irrelevant. The potential danger you pose is too great. You have 48 Earth hours to comply with our demands. After that, we will be forced to take corrective action." As the transmission cut off, the room erupted into a flurry of activity. Leaders argued, military commanders strategized, and scientists like Alina Reeves scrambled to find a solution. In the chaos, Malik's voice cut through the noise. "We can't submit," he said, his eyes glowing with psychic energy. "These abilities, they're not just tools or weapons. They're part of who we are now. Our birthright." Elena nodded in agreement. "Malik's right. Submitting to their demands would mean giving up a fundamental part of our humanity. We need to find another way." As debates raged across the globe, humanity faced its greatest test. The choice before them would shape not just their own destiny, but potentially that of the entire galaxy. In secret facilities around the world, scientists and psychics worked around the clock, pushing the boundaries of their newfound abilities. If humanity was to have any hope of surviving the coming storm, they would need every advantage they could muster. Admiral Tanaka, aboard the EDF Horizon, watched the alien fleet warily. "All hands, battle stations," she ordered, her voice calm but resolute. "We're not looking for a fight, but by the stars, we'll be ready for one." As the deadline approached, Earth held its breath. The next 48 hours would determine the fate of humanity. Would they submit to the Galactic Council's demands, or defy an empire that spanned the stars? In her lab, Alina Reeves made a breakthrough that could change everything. "My God," she whispered, staring at her results in awe. "We're not just accessing latent abilities. We're evolving. And it's happening faster than anyone could have imagined." The stage was set for a confrontation that would shake the foundations of the galaxy. Humanity, young and gifted, stood on the brink of either cosmic citizenship or interstellar war. The clock was ticking, and the universe watched with bated breath. Resistance rising. As the 48-hour deadline set by the Galactic Council ticked away, Earth was a hive of frenetic activity. In the depths of the Global Psionics Research Institute, Dr. Alina Reeves stood before a holographic display, her eyes blazing with determination. "We're on the brink of something extraordinary," she explained to the assembled world leaders. "Our latest tests show that our psychic abilities aren't just growing stronger. They're evolving, becoming more diverse. Some individuals are developing abilities we hadn't even conceived of. President Isabella Chen leaned forward, her holographic form flickering slightly. Doctor, that's fascinating, but how does this help us against an alien armada that could wipe us out at any moment? Elena's lips curved into a smile that was equal parts excitement and trepidation. Because, Madam President, we're not just talking about moving objects with our minds anymore. We're seeing individuals who can manipulate the fundamental forces of the universe. A ripple of shock went through the room. Admiral Yuki Tanaka, joining remotely from the EDF horizon, was the first to speak. Are you saying we have weapons that could match the aliens? Not weapons, Admiral, Elena corrected. But defenses, certainly, and possibly much more. As the implications sank in, the mood in the room shifted from despair to cautious hope. President Chen stood, her decision made. We will not submit to the Council's demands. Humanity will chart its own course among the stars. The response to the Galactic Council was broadcasted across every frequency, in every language Earth had ever known, and in the psychic wavelengths they had only just discovered. People of the galaxy, President Chen began, her voice steady and resolute. We, the United Nations of Earth, have heard your ultimatum. We understand your fears, but we cannot and will not deny our nature, our potential, or our right to exist as we are. We do not seek conflict, but neither will we surrender our autonomy. We stand ready to join the galactic community as equals, to share our knowledge and learn from yours. But we will not be subjugated. We choose freedom. We choose growth. We choose our own destiny. As the message went out, humanity braced for the response. It came swiftly and terribly. The Galactic Council fleet surged forward, their ships taking up attack positions around Earth. High Counselor Zixera's voice boomed across all channels. You have made your choice, humans. Now face the consequences of your defiance. But as the alien weapons powered up, something unexpected happened. A shimmering barrier of pure energy sprang into existence around the Earth, deflecting the first salvo of the Council's attack. Aboard the EDF Horizon, Malik Edenuga stood at the center of a psionic amplification chamber, his mind linked with thousands of other psychics across the globe. Sweat poured down his face as he channeled the collective will of humanity into a shield that defied the laws of physics as the galaxy understood them. It's working, he gasped, his eyes glowing with otherworldly energy. But I don't know how long we can hold it. Admiral Tanaka nodded grimly. You've bought us time, Malik. That's all we needed. She turned to her crew. All ships, execute Operation Slingshot. Across Earth's orbit, the fledgling human fleet sprang into action. Ships equipped with experimental psionic drives blinked in and out of existence, confounding the Council's targeting systems. Where the aliens expected to find easy prey, they instead faced a swarm of vessels that seemed to defy the very laws of spacetime. On the surface, the battle was joined on another front. In hidden facilities across the globe, teams of human shins focused their collective will, reaching out to touch the minds of the Council forces. Many alien minds were too alien, too different to influence. But some, those most similar to humans in their neural structure, found themselves questioning their mission, their loyalty, their very purpose. The conflict that unfolded was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. It was a war fought not just with advanced technology, but with the power of the mind and will. Human ships, guided by precognitive navigators, danced through space in patterns that seemed impossible. Missiles launched by the Council found themselves flying into pocket dimensions, emerging light years away and harmless. But the Council was not easily defeated. Their technology, honed over millennia, began to adapt. Ships equipped with psionic dampening fields pushed through Earth's defenses, laying waste to cities and military installations. In Geneva, Alina Reeves worked tirelessly, pushing the boundaries of what was possible. We need to think bigger, she muttered, poring over data streams. It's not just about individual abilities anymore. We need to synchronize to become more than the sum of our parts. As if in answer to her thoughts, a new presence made itself known. Across the globe, humans from all walks of life suddenly felt a call, a pull towards something greater. Miners in Australia, school teachers in Brazil, farmers in China, all found themselves contributing to a growing psychic network, a collective consciousness that spanned the entire planet. In orbit, Malik felt the surge of new minds joining the defense. "Admiral," he called out, his voice filled with awe. "Something's happening. I can feel everyone, all of humanity, united." The effect was immediate and staggering. The shield around Earth pulsed with renewed strength, not just deflecting attacks, but absorbing their energy, growing stronger with each blow. Human ships moved with impossible precision, guided by the collective intuition of billions. High Counselor Zix-Era watched in disbelief as her fleet's attacks were turned aside again and again. "Impossible," she hissed. "No species has ever. This defies all our knowledge." But even as humanity's defense solidified, the toll of the conflict became clear. Cities lay in ruins, millions were displaced or dead, and the very fabric of Earth's biosphere was under strain from the titanic energies being wielded. President Chen, coordinating the global response from a secure bunker, faced a difficult decision. "We've proven we can stand against them," she said to her advisors. "But at what cost? How long can we endure this siege?" It was Elena who provided an answer, her hologram flickering into existence in the war room. "Madam President, we've made a breakthrough. We don't just have to defend. We can take the fight to them." As she outlined her plan, a mix of hope and trepidation filled the room. It was audacious, perhaps insane, but it just might work. Humanity had already achieved the impossible. Now, they would attempt the unthinkable. "Very well," President Chen nodded, her expression resolute. "Initiate Operation Starbridge. May whatever gods might be out there watch over us all." As the orders went out, humanity steeled itself for the next phase of the conflict. They had resisted the initial onslaught, but the true test was yet to come. The galaxy watched in awe and fear as the youngest spacefaring race prepared to challenge the order of the cosmos itself. In the void between worlds, the battle for humanity's future, and perhaps the future of all sentient life, was about to enter its most crucial phase. The cosmic battlefield. The vastness of space, once a silent void, now crackled with the energies of war. Earth, a pale blue dot when viewed from afar, stood at the center of a conflict that would reshape the galaxy. Operation Starbridge, humanity's boldest gambit yet, was about to begin. Aboard the EDF Horizon, Admiral Yuki Tanaka stood before her crew, her face etched with determination. "What we're about to attempt has never been done before," she began, her voice carrying to every corner of the ship and to the linked minds of the human fleet. "But then again, everything we've done in the past week was once thought impossible. We are about to take the fight directly to the heart of the Galactic Council, not just for our survival, but for our right to exist as we are." In the psionic chamber at the heart of the ship, Malik Adenuga sat in deep meditation, his mind reaching out across vast distances. "I can feel them," he murmured, eyes closed but seeing far beyond the confines of the ship. "Nexus Prime, the Council's homeworld. It's beautiful." Dr. Elena Reeves, now serving as the fleet's chief scientific advisor, nodded. "Remember, Malik, we're not here to destroy. Our goal is to demonstrate our power, to force them to negotiate. We want peace, not annihilation." As the human fleet prepared to make its move, the Galactic Council forces continued their assault on Earth's defenses. High Counselor Zix-Era, her patience wearing thin, ordered a full-scale bombardment. "We must break through their shield," she commanded, her tentacles lashing in frustration. "Use the null space cannons if you have to." But as the Council's most powerful weapons powered up, something unprecedented occurred. The space around Earth began to shimmer and warp, as if reality itself was being rewritten. "Now," Admiral Tanaka's order rang out across the human fleet. In that instant, Thousands of human shins, their minds linked in perfect harmony, reached out across the cosmos. They didn't just open a portal or create a wormhole, they folded space itself, bringing the distant Nexus Prime into Earth's orbit. The effect was catastrophic and awe-inspiring. In the blink of an eye, two star systems occupied the same space, their planets and moons narrowly avoiding collision through the precise calculations and control of human shins. Zixera stared in disbelief as her homeworld suddenly appeared before her, surrounded by the very fleet she had sent to subdue Earth. "Impossible," she whispered, her mind struggling to comprehend what she was seeing. Across both worlds, panic ensued. On Nexus Prime, alien citizens looked up to see a strange blue planet in their sky, accompanied by ships of unknown design. On Earth, humans gazed in wonder at the crystalline spires and ethereal landscapes of an alien world. President Chen's voice, broadcast across both systems, cut through the chaos. "People of Earth and Nexus Prime, members of the Galactic Council, we have not taken this action lightly, but we will no longer allow our fate to be decided without our input. We come not as conquerors, but as equals, demanding our right to exist and grow as nature intended. We call for an immediate ceasefire and open negotiations." For a moment, the battlefield fell silent. Then, chaos erupted anew. Some council ships, panicked by the sudden change in their reality, opened fire indiscriminately. Human vessels, their crews straining under the mental effort of maintaining the spacefold, struggled to maintain formation. In the midst of the confusion, a small team led by Elena Reeves made their move. Using the cover of battle, they teleported directly into the Council's central chamber on Nexus Prime. "High Counselor Zixera," Elena called out, her voice steady despite the alien environment. "We need to talk." Zixera, surrounded by her advisors and security forces, regarded the humans with a mixture of fear and awe. You've violated the sanctity of our homeworld. This act of war is no different from your unprovoked attack on our world," Elena interrupted. "But we're not here to trade accusations. We're here to demonstrate that coexistence is not only possible but necessary." As Elena spoke, Malik established a telepathic link with the alien leaders, sharing images and emotions that transcended language barriers. The council members reeled as they experienced firsthand the hopes, fears, and determination of humanity. "You see us as a threat," Malik projected, his mental voice resonating in the minds of all present. "But we are more alike than you know. We seek knowledge, growth, understanding, just as you do. Our methods may be different, our evolution rapid, but our goals are not so dissimilar." Back in space, the battle hung in precarious balance. Human ships, their hulls glowing with psionic energy, held their own against the technologically superior Council fleet, but the strain was beginning to show. The spacefold, maintained by the collective will of billions of human minds, flickered and wavered. Admiral Tanaka, her ship rocked by enemy fire, knew they were running out of time. "We can't hold this for much longer," she communicated to the diplomatic team. "Whatever you're going to do it fast." In the council chamber, Elena made her final appeal. "You fear us because we represent change, the unknown. But change is the only constant in the universe. Evolution cannot be stopped, only guided. Work with us. Learn from us as we learn from you. Together, we could usher in a new era of growth and discovery for all species." Zixera, her alien features unreadable, was silent for a long moment. The fate of two worlds, perhaps the entire galaxy, hung in the balance. Finally, she spoke. "You have certainly proven your power, humans, and your unique perspective. Perhaps there is room for negotiation." As the words left her mouth, a tremor shook the chamber. The spacefold was collapsing. In moments, the two star systems would violently snap back to their original positions. "We're out of time," Malik warned, his mental voice strained. "We need to return to our ships now." Elena locked eyes with Zixera. "The choice is yours, High Counselor. Peace or continued conflict. But know this, we will not submit, we will not be contained. One way or another, humanity will forge its path among the stars. With that, the human team teleported away, leaving the Council to grapple with the implications of what they had witnessed. As Nexus Prime and Earth separated, returning to their rightful places in the galaxy, an uneasy calm settled over both worlds. The battle was over for now. But the war, be it of weapons or of ideas, had only just begun. Humanity had proven itself a force to be reckoned with, capable of feats that defy the understood laws of the universe. The galaxy would never be the same. As the human fleet regrouped, battered but unbroken, Admiral Tanaka allowed herself a small smile. "Well done, everyone," she broadcast to her crews. "We've made our point. Now let's hope they're willing to listen." On Earth, as the alien world faded from view, a mix of exhaustion and exhilaration swept through the population. They had faced extinction and emerged not just surviving, but victorious. Whatever came next, humanity would face it united, their newfound abilities a beacon of hope in the vast cosmic ocean. The stage was set for the final act of this cosmic drama. The galaxy held its breath, waiting to see what this young, gifted, and audacious species would do next. Evolution's edge. In the days following Operation Starbridge, an uneasy quiet settled over the galaxy. The Galactic Council, shaken by humanity's display of power, had called for a ceasefire and opened diplomatic channels. On Earth, the population oscillated between celebration of their victory and anxiety about the future. In orbit above the blue planet, the EDF horizon had been converted into a neutral meeting ground. Admiral Yuki Tanaka stood at the viewport, watching as sleek alien shuttles approached the ship. "And so it begins," she murmured. Dr. Elena Reeves joined her eyes gleaming with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. "The next few hours will determine the course of human history," she said. "Are we ready for this?" Tanaka's lips curved into a wry smile. "Ready or not, it's happening. Let's hope our negotiators are as skilled with words as our shins are with their minds." In the ship's conference room, delegates from Earth faced their counterparts from the Galactic Council. President Isabella Chen led the human delegation, flanked by military advisors, scientists, and a cadre of gifted shins. Across the table, High Counselor Zixera sat with her diverse array of alien representatives. "Before we begin," Zixera's melodious voice filled the room, "I must convey the Council's appreciation for your restraint during the recent conflict. Your ability to relocate entire star systems is disturbing, to say the least. The fact that you chose not to use this power destructively has not gone unnoticed." President Chen nodded solemnly. "Our goal was never destruction, High Counselor. We seek understanding, cooperation, and our rightful place among the stars." As the negotiations began in earnest, it quickly became clear that the old paradigms of the Galactic Council were no longer sufficient. Humanity's rapid evolution and unique abilities had changed the game entirely. "You must understand," a crystalline being from the Volteri Conclave interjected, "your species' rate of advancement is unprecedented. The protocols and systems we've established over millennia are not equipped to handle such rapid change." Malik Edenuga, representing Earth's shins, leaned forward. "Then perhaps it's time for those systems to evolve. The universe is not static. Why should its governance be?" The debate raged for days, punctuated by demonstrations of human abilities and presentations on alien technologies. Slowly, a new vision for galactic cooperation began to take shape. On Earth, the population watched and waited. In cities still bearing the scars of the recent conflict, humans gathered in parks and squares, their minds linked in a global psychic network that allowed them to sense the ebb and flow of the negotiations. Finally, after a week of intense discussion, President Chen and High Counselor Zixera emerged from the conference room, their faces bearing the weight of their decisions. "People of Earth, citizens of the galaxy," Chen began, her voice broadcast across worlds. Today marks a new chapter in cosmic history. The Galactic Council and Earth have agreed to a framework for cooperation and mutual growth. Zixera continued, her tentacles moving in complex patterns that conveyed emotion to her own species. The Council recognizes humanity as a full and equal member of the galactic community. Moreover, we acknowledge that our previous methods of governance are insufficient for the challenges that lie ahead. The announcement that followed sent shockwaves through the galaxy. A new institution was to be formed, the Cosmic Evolutionary Accord. This body would not seek to constrain or control the development of species, but to guide and support them. Humanity, with its unique perspective and abilities, would play a key role in shaping this new galactic order. We stand at the threshold of a new era, Alina Reeves explained to a rapt audience back on Earth. Our abilities, our rapid growth, they're not an anomaly. They're a glimpse of what's possible when a species fully embraces its potential. And now we have the opportunity to help other races discover their own latent abilities. As news of the Accord spread, reactions varied across the galaxy. Some species celebrated the promise of accelerated growth and new possibilities. Others feared the chaos that such rapid change might bring. But none could deny that the cosmic status quo had been irrevocably altered. In the months that followed, the first fruits of this new cooperation became evident. Human Shins worked alongside alien scientists, unlocking secrets of the universe that neither could have discovered alone. Earth's cities were rebuilt with a blend of human ingenuity and alien technology, creating metropolises that seemed to defy the laws of physics. But perhaps the most profound changes were happening on a personal level. As humans ventured out into the galaxy and aliens came to Earth, barriers of language and culture began to crumble. The human ability to form psychic networks expanded, gradually incorporating willing members of other species. A new form of understanding, transcending traditional communication, began to spread. Malik Edenuga, now serving as Earth's ambassador to the Cosmic Evolutionary Accord, stood on the observation deck of a space station orbiting a distant star. Beside him, Zixera watched as a group of human and alien children played, their minds linked in innocent telepathic communion. "I never imagined I'd see something like this," Zixera admitted, her voice tinged with wonder. "For millennia, we sought to maintain stability, to preserve what we had. But you humans, you've shown us that true stability comes not from stagnation, but from embracing change." Malik nodded, a smile playing on his lips. "We're all evolving, Zixera. Humans, your people, every species in the galaxy. We're just learning to do it together." As they watched, a shimmering portal opened nearby. A group of Volteri scientists, working with human Shins, had achieved stable wormhole creation. The boundaries of space and time themselves were yielding to this new union of minds and technologies. Back on Earth, in the rebuilt headquarters of the Global Psionics Research Institute, Alina Reeves pored over data from 100 worlds. Each day brought new discoveries, new leaps forward in understanding the fabric of reality itself. "Dr. Reeves," her AI assistant chimed, "you have an incoming transmission from the Andromeda Galaxy." Alina's eyes widened. They had only recently established contact with the neighboring galaxy, a feat that would have been impossible just a year ago. "Put it through," she said, straightening her lab coat. As the holographic image flickered to life, revealing a being of pure energy, Alina felt a familiar thrill of discovery. The universe, it seemed, still had countless mysteries to unveil. In orbit, aboard the EDF Horizon, Admiral Tanaka watched as a fleet of ships, human and alien working in perfect harmony, prepared for a mission to explore the uncharted regions of the galaxy. "Admiral," her first officer reported, "all ships report ready. The Cosmic Evolutionary Accord has given us the green light." Tanaka nodded, a sense of pride and anticipation filling her chest. "Send the order," she said. "Let's see what's out there." As the fleet engaged their engines, a mix of advanced alien tech and human psionic power, the stars seemed to beckon. Humanity had faced its greatest challenge, and emerged not just victorious, but transformed. They had reshaped the galactic order and opened doors to possibilities beyond imagination. The journey that began with the awakening of humanity's latent abilities had led them to the very edge of evolution itself. And as the ships disappeared into the cosmic depths, one thing was certain: the greatest adventures still lay ahead. In the vast tapestry of the universe, a new pattern was emerging. Humanity, once an insignificant speck on an unremarkable planet, had become a catalyst for cosmic change. The age of isolation was over. The era of unified evolution had begun, and the stars, infinite in their mystery, awaited.